Episode 1 of Season 2 of The Last of Us is out, and in this video, let's watch it step by step and look at all its hidden meanings and details. The first episode starts with flashback to the final episode of Season 1. After Joel rescues Ellie from the hospital, she asks him about the truth. She wants to know what really happened with the fireflies, but Joel lies again. He doesn't tell her that he stopped doctors from making a cure. He saved Ellie, but with a cost of many lives. We see a new scene. 5 young people are standing in a field by freshly made graves with crosses. These are the last members of the Fireflies group who were left in this place after the incident at the hospital caused by Joel. Most of the group are facing the graves, yet one of them is turned away. The young girl's name is Abby, and she is watching giraffes eating grass on the horizon with eyes full of tears. We saw these giraffes in Season 1 when Joel and Ellie fed them with leaves and felt happy. But for Abby, this picture is full of sadness as she has just lost her father and feels a huge anger toward Joel, who took his life. The giraffes that once brought peace and happiness to Ellie and Joel now bring sadness and grief to Abby. The Fireflies talk about Ellie's immunity. Some of them are not sure if it's real. The young guy Owen says they should go to Seattle. He wants to talk to someone named Isaac. Isaac is the leader of a group called WLF. They are strong and have many weapons. This group will help Abby and the others find Joel and kill him. Abby says they should hurt Joel slowly, which sets up her anger and grief for a brutal and cruel revenge. After the intro, we go 5 years into the future. Ellie trains in Jackson City. It looks like she is in a fight, but it is just training. Being in the moment, she hurts her friend by accident. She is angry and tired, but her mood becomes even worse when young guy Jesse, her friend, says that he was asked by someone to be careful with her in training. Ellie gets upset because she feels that Joel is trying to control her and how others treat her. What she doesn't realize is that he's doing it out of care and concern for her, but she does not want others to treat her like a child. The next moment takes us inside the house, where Joel tries to fix things. 5 years show on his appearance and emotional state. In this moment, Dina comes to Joel. She is the only one who treats him like a good guy, while he feels that everyone else tries to avoid meeting or talking with him. Dina is Ellie's best friend and she cares about Joel. She shares that she noticed Ellie is mad at him, but she doesn't know the reason. Joel also doesn't know why, and he tries not to think about it, as his therapist recommended. This makes Dina smile, as she didn't expect that someone like him would ever go to therapy. But in the next scene, Joel attends another session. Here we learn more about Joel's current state. But his therapist Gail is in a special mood today. It's her birthday, and for the first time in 41 years, she is celebrating without her husband Eugene. Joel pays for his current session with weed and notices that Gail has already started celebrating with whiskey. This time, Gail becomes more honest with Joel about his problems and tells him that she feels he talks about things but doesn't want to reveal the real truth he's hiding inside. She gives him an example of speaking honestly and confesses that she hates him for killing her husband, even though she tried to forgive him. When she finished her confession, she confronts Joel to do the same and speak honestly about what really worries him. It seems for a second that he will finally speak out, but only tears come out as evidence of his pain. Yet he leaves, preferring to keep to himself the events in the hospital 5 years ago and the truth he is hiding from Ellie. Outside the city, construction work on pipes is going on. In an open pipe, workers find a lot of tree roots, which may lead to a big problem in the city. Even though it seems like an unimportant detail, these exact pipes become the biggest danger for Jackson City in Season 2. More on this in a moment, but in the next scene we see Ellie in her private space. She now lives in the garage and communicates far less with Joel. Dina comes to grab her for the next patrol, as somehow Ellie has managed to avoid all of Joel's attempts to keep her away from danger. Just a bit earlier, she was shooting infected with Tommy, Joel's brother, and convinced him to put her on patrol instead of just standing at the fence, looking at the horizon without doing much. Patrol is a huge part of city life, as it's how people keep the infected as far away from the city as possible. Ellie joins the Alpine Patrol. Previously, we could see this title along with a few other patrol options listed on the whiteboard in Tommy and Marie's office. Here Joel explained to his nephew the importance of the wall around Jackson City, and behind him the whiteboard displayed the full patrol schedule. On the whiteboard, we can read for key emergency phases: prepare, respond, recover, and stabilize, suggesting that the town follows real-world disaster protocols to manage threats. Just beside that, there's a task list with names like Alpine, Hannah, and Sarah, alongside practical duties such as check vault and energy. These notes hint at how responsibilities are distributed among residents, possibly linked to patrol shifts, supply checks, or infrastructure maintenance. During the patrol, crew notices a blood trail in the snow. But instead of following the orders of the patrol commander, Ellie and Dina follow the trail and find an abandoned market with obvious signs of the infected. Having been in such situations hundreds of times, they confidently go inside, ignoring all orders from the commander. They manage to kill two infected that they recognized by sound, but Ellie accidentally steps out and breaks the old floor, falling to the first floor. While Dina looks for a way to get down, Ellie hears strange sounds in the room, which makes her prepare for an attack. Yet this time, the infected creature moves and acts differently. It doesn't scream or attack, it waits, plans, and captures, just like a human, showing smart features. The creature attacks Ellie and bites her, but she manages to kill it before Dina sees anything. This new type of creature that stalks becomes the topic at a meeting of the Jackson community. Even though the information sounds strange, everyone believes Ellie. In the evening, Ellie sits in the garage, which is now her room. She notes down the events from the past day when Joel enters the room and switches on the light. He asks if Ellie will go to the dance that evening, which is dedicated to the start of the new year. Ellie answers that she doesn't know, even though Dina had previously invited her to go together. Joel notices the guitar on a pile of clothes, and even though Ellie says everything is fine, he takes the guitar to fix the strings. The communication between them is obviously at its poorest, and even though Joel wants to fix the connection, he can't find the right way to do it. The camera flies kilometers outside the city, showing a group of people walking at night through the snowy woods. This is Abby and her team, who have been looking for Joel for 5 long years, and now they finally see Jackson City on the horizon. Meanwhile, Ellie came on the New Year party and watches as drunk Dina dances with someone on the dance floor. Dina and Jesse broke up, but Ellie is sure it won't last more than 2 weeks. Dina pulls Ellie onto the dance floor and a slow dance begins. They appear to dance together. Dina confesses that she's not drunk, but high. While dancing, Ellie compliments Dina, saying all the boys are watching her, but Dina claims they are watching Ellie because they envy her. This small chat becomes very warm and close as they start to kiss. But only this moment is suddenly interrupted by a man who is not happy with the scene of kissing girls in the church. Apologizing, Dina leads Ellie off the dance floor, but a curse word from the man makes Ellie lose control of her emotions. A few seconds more and she would have hit him, but Joel does it first. He seems to be protecting Ellie, but as always she takes it negatively, feeling like he's treating her like a child again. This makes her curse at him out loud and leave the place. Back at home, Ellie notices Joel playing the guitar. It seems like she might join him now, but in the next moment, she gives him a cold look and leaves for her space. The party is over and everyone slowly returns to their homes. The camera points to the previously shown pipe full of roots, where a new fungus is slowly growing. Despite the walls around the city, it has found its way inside. And that's the big danger. If the fungus grows underground and connects to its network, it can send a signal to the infected. The infected will know there's a place full of people, which will cause them to come all at once, the scene we saw in the trailer for Season 2. Be sure to like this video if you want to stay updated on the next The Last of Us episodes in Season 2, and subscribe to the channel to stay tuned for highlights of the most popular shows in 2025.